Where the hell is it at? Where the hell is it at? Right here.
Then there's beef.
So, okay, this is what he had to say about the situation, chat. He said, sorry people will complain. You still fell for the clip, even if it was 3 minutes. Yeah, probably. I mean, they'll have it, but at least like the full context would be shown.
But if it's on some random shit,
Yo,
I
Yep,
don't
are you
fuck with it.
trolling?
So I will say that if there was somebody talking shit about somebody else and someone remembered it, they had every right to address the situation. Now, this is where this is the flip side. There's the right way and the wrong way to do it. Doing it at my party is disrespecting me, and I feel like that's the wrong way to do it. Right? If I invite people to my house, to my party at my house, I feel like no matter what goes on, everything should be respectful. Right? Especially if you fuck with me. If you don't fuck with me, you shouldn't even be here. Right? And so not really knowing the details, right? There's things that could have been handled a lot differently. Maybe after the party, on another day, a grown conversation. There's a lot of other ways that things could have been handled, but there was a lot of confrontation, a lot of people pushing and shoving, and my security had to really like tighten up and do things they don't normally do and get aggressive because motherfuckers were not only disrespecting the party, but at the same time disrespecting me. And obviously my security's only doing their job by making sure everything runs smooth. And if anything goes sideways, they're gonna throw whoever the fuck out the party. That's just what it is. That's just what it is.
He ends up calling the whole situation like hood too, which is I thought it was. He said what was deleted. I missed it. I don't know. Can somebody if that John 2 Shift dude like spam shit, just mute him, bro. But
then there's beef.
But he continues to go on by saying
there was an incident
right.
that made my party seem a little ratchet, which I will say I do not appreciate. I was not aware of the situation until after the fact. I didn't know what was going on. And I still really don't know the full details behind it. What I do know is there was a party that basically was, from what I know, I don't know, like I said, correct me if I'm wrong, but there was a certain party that has talked shit online about another party. They addressed the party and it turned into a whole situation, right? So this is what I'm going to say. This is what I'm going to say.
Appreciate the rate of 1.
When it comes to talking shit about somebody online, because I'm definitely a victim of that, of a lot of people talking shit about me that I don't even know. Over the last 10 years, there's so many goddamn people that you guys probably know of that have blatantly talked shit about me, and I haven't said a word. I just keep a memory bank in my head of who they are, and I just don't fuck with them from here into the end. Okay, and that's why you probably don't see certain people at my parties, because they probably have mentioned me on a podcast, in their video, in some sort of content when I got nothing to do with the content. So it is weird to me. I feel I don't fuck with dudes who talk shit about other dudes online. I just don't. If there's just beef, then there's beef. But if it's on some random shit, I don't fuck with it. There was an incident.
Chad, what do you think? I mean, he's basically calling the whole situation hood. Like that shit was just ghetto as hell. The funny part was actually what I thought was that that he basically kind of calls Derek broke, bro. Cause look what he said, Chad.
And they kicked him. He kicked his ass out the party, right? Kicked his ass out the party, and then after everything, I walked out there because I'm like, what's going on? They told me that as he was getting kicked out, he threw a bottle over the fence.
He said, does he know that Dub started it? Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm pretty sure he knows. That's why he said, like, he was saying he don't really, like, he don't fuck with that they made. He basically goes on to say that like he doesn't really like that, that he understands that there might have been some sort of like beef or whatever going on, but like that's some shit that you handle out of his own party, right? Like there was no need for them to disrespect him at his party at his home when they could have handled that, and been civil about it. Also too, I mean, there's kind of like a clip going on now, or not really a clip, but like Dub saying he came out and said that like if he has beef with anybody at Streamer University, which I've seen a lot in the comments say that he's got beef with like Silky, basically I think all of Core, McQueen, and maybe like a couple of other people at Streamer University. He said he wants no smoke. Maybe it's because he's alone, maybe because he's at Streamer University. I don't really know, right? But he had this to say, chat.
Problem with me, and me and you are going to Streamer University. Please, I will not engage in any negative energy at Streamer University. I promise. I will not engage in no negative energy. Now, let's say on Monday, let's say if Streamer University start on Monday, and we end up having to go there Sunday. Now, if you see me Sunday, we ain't in Streamer University yet. And let's say it in Thursday, and you see me Thursday at the airport, we're not in Streamer University anymore. But while we're in Streamer University, no smoke. No smoke. No smoke. I don't want no smoke with nobody in Streamer University.
I'm gonna keep it a buck though. Shit, I'm gonna spit. He said he's not gonna be alone. DDG is definitely getting in. Yeah, probably. But I don't know, chat. Like I low key. Y'all think Dub will really make a scene at the airport? Because I feel like if he's by himself, he's not gonna be as loud as he was. Right now, if he's with other people, if he's with his friends and shit, which probably not, because I don't think they really got accepted besides DDG at the airport. I don't really think he'll be on smoke, and if he is, shit, I'll be surprised. He said they did the cap group dirty. Wait, why? What? Why did they do the cap group dirty? What did they do, chat? I don't even know. Either way though, I do think that Dub being at Streamer University is a good thing. I low key think that he's a natural funny guy. He does say a lot of fucked up shit, but like low key, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like that kind of humor. I like the fucked up humor type of shit. So I do see him like making his own wave, like finally, for a moment branching out from being DDG's brother and really being the main character. The only problem that I see is that if DDG is in Streamer University, I feel like he's going to take that shine that Dub will possibly be able to have away from him because he's DDG, right? Now I could be wrong. Actually, nah, I'm not gonna be wrong. I do think that's gonna end up happening. He said most of those cap guys don't stream and are lazy. Honestly, I don't really keep up with them that much. I do be seeing like Dub clips every now and then, and from what I know and understand from Dub, he doesn't really care to be number one. He just kind of he likes where he's at, and as long as his his core fan base sticks with him, I think that's all he really cares about, which is not a bad thing to think about, to be honest, right? It's kind of like, I seen another video too, right? I forget who it was, but they called out Arky for being upset about not getting into Streamer University when he averages about like 4 to 5K viewers, right? They were like, yo, what the fuck more do you want? You know what I'm saying? You're already like, you're living the dream already, which honestly put into perspective this whole thing of streaming, right? If you have honestly, if you have more than 1,000 people watching you, you fucking made it. You made it, bruh. At what point though are you just like, what are you reaching for after that, right? Like, if you're not, I get the whole like, you want more, but like what is it that you want? Do you want like the ego numbers, right? Like do you want the numbers to be like 10 to 20K for like your ego and to be that guy? Or what is it that you want? Because if you got over 1,000 viewers, you know what I'm saying, 1,000 loyal people, a lot of times you're kind of like you kind of made it already. Like you make good money, okay?